Practicing vulnerability is exactly as it sounds. I don't think vulnerability is something that anyone ever truly masters, especially in a world where you're projected to be perfect. To be vulnerable is to be willing to make mistakes, in my opinion. And in a perfect world, that is something that will be castigated and 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 victimized and done all sorts of things too. So it takes a level of willingness. Movement and dance has been a major part of how I express myself over time since I'm known myself. And being able to give that to in teaching to the students here today is a major blessing to say the least. I feel like this has inspired me to even want to do more, and I will be doing more with this, giving a bit more classes. I'll be a bit more active. The class I gave was centered around improvisation and instant composition. And to be honest, at the beginning, it felt like most of the students didn't want to let themselves go for obvious reasons. It's a difficult thing to find these days, the willingness to be. I feel like a lot of people want to be what is esteemed as the norm, what is projected as perfect. So much so that less and less people are willing to be vulnerable. I don't just think this is an issue with young people. Young people, I think, suffer from it the most. But I think it's a social epidemic or pandemic or whatever it is, that everyone seems to want to be perfect and no one wants to admit that they're not exactly always right or always wrong or anything like that. It's just, and in that space, it's just everyone projecting over everyone. And no one is seeing if everyone is projecting over everyone. Not the person who feels like a monster, the person who's supposed to be a student. I mean, I don't know if a lot of you know this, but I was in Big Brother. And then coming out, even going in there, there's a certain reality or viewpoint that I knew that people had of me. Coming from the hood, they expected me to be Raz, to have a certain demeanor. And then to be as composed as I was, or I still am, was shocking. But it took vulnerability to know that these are things that I needed to learn to be a crucial contributor to society and community, especially to the community that I come from. And within movement and dance is how we've been able to express how much joy, even the suffering is inspired, how appreciative of the little things we are, especially because we don't get to experience so much. So the little things that we, the little joy here and there is everything. The laughter is in-depthly expressed. And that's just what I intend to express with my dance movements, my artistic expression as much as possible. I'm an associate of Ennovate Dance House. Ennovate Dance House is a prominent arts institution, NGO, or very prominent in Oworonshoki as a community. They've done so much, and they're currently partnering with Artvocacy to make sure that the kids in Oworonshoki get a chance to do so much with their lives, as much as they can give within the arts and crafts industry. And it's so much that we've been able to do with Ennovate. The Value, who is the artistic director of Ennovate, has been doing and is currently still doing in the community. I just want to say big kudos because Ennovate Dance House is the reason why lots of youths in Oworonshoki are currently acting and have something to do, something to look up to. I mean, values Oworonshoki Lagos is currently traveling the world, and that is on its own so much of an inspiration to every child in Oworonshoki. I myself, like I already said, I'm an associate of Ennovate down south, and I'm doing so much, if I do say so myself. And I can only imagine how inspiring this is for every other kid who's inspired or aspiring to be something great, to do great with your narrative as someone who's coming from not so much and what is possible. And Ennovate never fails to make sure that this is communicated. So kudos to them, and I hope that they're able to do so much more with everything that they do.